Hello YouTube, I'm back again in such a short period of time. I mean, I've done nothing for 18 months and then I say I'm going to do a video once a month and I'm back again already in a week. The stupid new Coolio looking hairstyle. I think it's because I'm in a gamer's paradise at the moment. Basically I'm back so quick because, as I said, me and Liam, we go to the Booters every weekend. This weekend I've had one of my hauls of all hauls. I'm calling it a monster haul because literally the stuff I've had is unreal. I've not paid mega cheap for it, but I've also not paid over the odds, don't think. I'm unsure whether to sell prices because everyone knows I do sell on a bit at sales, but I haven't paid over the odds for it. So there's some toys in there. Yeah, some toys, lots of games, gaming linked stuff. So without further ado, I'll start. Basically, me and Liam this weekend we went out Saturday and we went out Sunday. Saturday was not the best. We was there a long time, did a lot of legwork, just nothing coming out. So I'll show you. I think I've got 4 pickups from the Saturday booter. They're all quite nice pickups, but it's not mass amount sort of thing. So guy pulls out, he says he's a collector, he's got loads of stuff, he got Mega Drive stuff, all roughly about the right price of what you'd expect to pay, but not what I personally would expect to pay on a boot sale. So I'll show you the few things I did pick up. First off, Mega CD game, Cobra Command and Soul Fierce? Mega CD game, it's all complete. Oh god, this is where everything goes everywhere. There we go. Complete with manuals. Discs are really nice condition. I think I paid £5 for that. Now that's probably the going rate. I've not got a Mega CD. It's just something that I like to have on my store because I've not got any Mega CD stuff. So if I have some and someone asks, "Oh, have you got any Mega CD stuff?" I can at least say, "Yeah, I've got this." These were all off the same guy. These 3 games. The other thing was off someone else. This Super Monkey Ball Adventure. Now I believe I've got Super Monkey Ball Deluxe and Super Monkey Ball 2. This isn't complete. Missing said manual. But I do love the Monkey Ball series, so for £1 I'll pick it up. Although I've been told I should only be paying 50p for games on some gaming sites who keep telling me I've paid over the odds for things. And my last pickup was a Sega Saturn game. Now I'm thinking of getting rid of my Saturn, but I saw this game and it is in really nice condition. It's Sega Ages Volume 1, which, let's tell you what it's got on. It's got Afterburner, Outrun and Space Harrier, which are 3 of my favourite games. Pick this up because the condition of that manual, I mean, the camera probably doesn't do it justice, but it's in mint condition. £10, I want to say £10, may have been 12. I think that's just under the going rate, but condition. That is the one good thing I'll say about boot sales and your retro gaming markets. When you pick up, I can check the condition. Someone can come from eBay and it doesn't look great. I'm cutting the top of my stupid hair. I'll keep swinging on this chair. And the last thing is something just to go in my room, collectible thing. I'm a big fan of David Bowie, love his music, massive fan of this film. It's not perfect, it's got some damage on the plastic there, but for £3, Jareth from the Labyrinth, got all these accessories in there. There's a mask, cane and a crystal ball. £3, really cool statue. I think I looked up, I think brand new they're 20 quid. So for £3 it'll go up on my, I will do a games room tour because I've got like figures. I used to have them in the old room. I don't think there's many new ones up there. So that was it really for the Saturday booter. And to be honest, we went to the Sunday booter. We got in the field about 10 to 6. Bit of Dr Pepper, what's worse that can happen. Got in field 10 to 6. Come half 6 we hadn't picked nothing up and we were both on a bit of a downer, which is unusual because either one of us is on a downer and the other one's picking them up and vice versa. But we were both on a major downer and we hadn't bought nothing and my feet were aching, I was getting wet. But the great man himself says, to UK, you only need one car to make a booter, and oh how true a word was said. I'm not going to show you the pickups from said car yet because they're the big pickups. I'm going to leave them until the end. But this one car come up. Liam bought a Sega Dreamcast. I'll tell you what Liam bought because I'm not here yet. He bought a Sega Dreamcast. Guy got it on the floor. I was looking at it. And he said, I've got more stuff in the boot if you want to have a look now. Cause I hate people who go through people's boots. But the guy had asked me, because he got his games and stuff in a tray. He says, help yourself mate, have a flick through. So I flicked through. Now all the usual people who had already beaten me stuff round, one of them was looking at a chainsaw. They were late to the party. I was in the boot. I'd picked out the games I wanted. I'd come to some deal. And then I picked up some stuff when I come back to fetch more stuff later. And then I ended up getting the guy's contact because he gets game stuff all the while. He's going to contact me direct. Sound chat, to be fair, he said he'd rather deal with me direct because I didn't really... I had deals. He gave me deals without me asking, but I paid a fair price for what he wanted and what I was happy to pay to then make some on top if I need to. Some stuff I will be keeping for my collection because it's nice. And I did do a bit of a dick move because there's this one reseller who constantly moves everything up. And I waited till he was at the stall looking at stuff to then go and fetch the stuff I bought and watch his face hit the drop and hit the floor. But I don't care because I see him every day whenever I go wearing his same clothes. So I'm not bothered. Right, but what I will do is I'll go into all my other pickups because what I did eventually, once we bought stuff from that stall, that was it then. Me and Liam, our game was raised. We were spotting stuff in boxes that we hadn't seen further going round. Proper on our A game, picking all stuff. I'll go through the toys first, I think, and show you what I picked up there. I bought a bag of little minifigures. Oh God, I've just dropped all these. Bought a bag of all mini little figures. Now, monsters in my pockets were mainly in there. They were what I remember as a kid. I used to have loads. These I think were called wrestlers in my pocket. And little boglins. Don't think the camera's going to focus on them. I don't know why I've got this HD camera. It doesn't focus at all. Or either that's because the sun's coming through the window. Because it's Tuesday. I've got the day off work because I've caught up with the boarders. I've been to a NAF car boot today for like an hour and it was rubbish. So I thought, you know what, let's get home, let's do a video. So yeah, boglins, monster in my pocket, and a few more. If you've seen them, you've seen them. I love these. I've got a little shelf with them on, so they ain't going nowhere. Then, I say an elderly couple, probably the same age as my mum and dad, selling their son's toys. 50p each, so I'll pick some up. Some will go on my shelf, some I'll be... The consensus is I'm doing a box reveal of what's in my toy box. Most of it will be sold, some will be going on my shelf, so I will go through it all. As I say, I paid £100 for the whole box. There's some stuff that I've chucked in there that I've picked up from the boot since. So first up, 50p each. Insectors? I wasn't into these as a kid. And looking and feeling the figures, I can see why they feel really cheap and naff, but I know they're 80s. He goes with him. That one's had his wings amputated. The other one, I've already got this one. This Jake Rockwell, or is the green one Jake Rockwell? Is this Ace McLeod's the blue one. Jake Rockwell, Rugged Lang Technician, is it or something? It's the green one I've not got anyway. I've already got this one. I've got the green, yellow one and the blue one. Anyone who's got the green one, I'll swap you for him. Because then I've got them all. Because Centurions, Power Extreme. Again, I had these as a kid. I remember the cartoon. In fact, a friend of mine who I knew in my early 20s, he used to love that. We always used to talk about it. Next thing, I used to have some of these. I remember having the little ghouly ones. Ghouly ones. I have already got the snake one, so that's probably get it away. Supernaturals. But you never find them A with a hat or B with them. So I believe I've got all the parts to make this snake one complete. So I'm sure I've got his shield, I'm sure I've got his weapon. I actually had that one as a kid, and I had this one as well, but I mainly had the little ghoul-like figures that wore capes. But they're all like holograms. The good thing is, camera again not doing it justice, but the holograms work, they're known to fade over time. And the other one, quality figure. I've already got it. This might be an upgrade. But when I grew up in the 80s, this is the man I wanted to be. He was cool as hell. Mr. T, Rocky, WrestleMania, the A-Team, anything that was quality in the 80s, this man was part of. And I pity you fools if you don't know who he is, because this is Mr. T, B.A. Baracus in the A-Team. Quality, 50p each. Can't go wrong there. Probably should have paid 10p each if I listened to some other people, but right, what should we... Oh, I've got a couple of little bits and bobs. Sega Sonic McDonald's toy from 2004. It does work, I think. Well, it did the other day when I was pressing it. I think I paid 50p for that. Gruss, I know you collect Sonic. If you ain't got that, mate, you can have that for giving me the cards. Fair trade if you want it. And the other thing, this was the second boot we did on Sunday, which by the time we got to the second boot, we both said we're not going to be forced into buying anything. We picked up enough stuff. Missed out on a yellow SNES with like no power supply, nothing, a yellow Game Boy. But we'd already had the good stuff of the day, so we weren't too fussed. But I spotted this a mile off on the table, and I went over and I went to the lady. I went, "How much for that?" She goes, £1. She goes, "I've been trying to get my husband to get rid of it." She goes, "I'll put it in his work bag and it keeps coming back." And I said it, and I was like, "I need that." 1999 Sting the Crow figure statue from WCW. I'm a massive wrestling fan. I don't probably talk about it on this channel, but I am a massive wrestling fan, especially anything from Hulk Hogan up to the Attitude Era. Basically anything after the Invasion angle happened, I'm into. After the Invasion, I lost interest. But Sting, quality. Pan, got his baseball bat, love that. Right, so now I'm going to go through some of the other stuff I picked from the first booter, and I'll leave the best bits till last. Pick this up, I think I paid £2, Box Space Invader, plug and play. Not seen this variant before. I've seen the other one. I think it's like an orange one. This has got a few other games on. Bubble Bobble, Tube It, Birdie King, whatever that, Legend of Cage, Fairyland Story, Alpine Ski, Quicks. Oh no, it's got Space Invaders and Bubble Bobble, so you know, that's a nice little pickle. Some box toys as well. I don't know if I'm going to get collecting toys. I definitely ain't keeping this item because I'm not a massive fan of the film. But I saw this Mars Attacks, Sorcerer of Doom. It's 99.9% complete. It's missing one missile. Anything I can research about on eBay is all the other ones are in America. So I'll probably resell this. I might do collectability because I've got a lot of toys I need to move on, and it's probably a better market for me. Although I'm doing the Super Retro Fair in Leeds, I think I'll do Steve Smith's other one, collectability, and some of these box toys will be going there. So yeah, Mars Attack there. I picked up a couple of DS games, 20p each, both the same. Metroid, Hunters, First Hunt demo, 20p each. They got tons of DS games, 20p each, but all the rest was like My Pet or something like that, which might be worth something. I'm not interested in it. And then I'll go through the games that I didn't pick up from the same guy. NES game at the booter, paid £4, Days of Thunder. I might have paid more or less retail price now, but it's a game that I've not got in my NES collection. I know the guy who sells it. I don't usually buy off him, but for £4, I thought not a bad price. That one. These 4 PS2 titles I picked up from someone else, not the guy that I got the massive haul I'm about to show from. £1 each. Star Wars Force Unleashed, Kingdom Hearts, Midway Arcade Treasures 1, Krusty Demons. Now, I'd never seen this game before, and I didn't even know it was BMX when I picked it up. I just thought, I've not seen it, I'm buying it, £1. And Broken Swords, they're all £1 each. Some of them are doubles, so they'll be put on my stall to sell when I do my reselling. But now we're coming to the good stuff. Oh, hang on, no we're not. DS picked up. Got a dodgy top screen I've found out since. I paid a tenner. But the reason I paid a tenner is because it's got an R4 card. So I'll at least get my money back on the R4 card. And I believe I paid £18 for these two. That's a Pokemon Go Plus. Works, Bluetooth wristband thing. I might keep that for myself. And an R4 card, which is for the 3DS, and it's brand new, it's not been used. So I might set that up for my own 3DS. Bit of a bummer about the DS. I might try and fix the screen. I'm not sure if it's in my capability. So anyway, as I said earlier, 6:30 we haven't bought nothing, and then this one store pulls up and me and Liam had an absolute haul. I'll go through the games first because they're the least exciting. Basically he said PS1 games were £3 each. So I picked up these ones. Fear Effect, they're all mint, they're all complete, all 4 discs. I'm not going to open them up because they'll go everywhere. I'm looking for somewhere to put them. Wing Commander 4, again, boxes aren't... There's a few scuffs, man, if you want to be really picky. Wing Commander 4 and Dino Crisis. So £3 each. They all got bundled in as well, so I probably didn't play the full £3. Bit of a spoiler alert here, I picked these up. 2 for a £5. Operation Wolf and Double Dragon on the Master System. Both missing manuals, but both games I've not got in my collection, so you know, I'll add them all day, every day. Oh, and this is the other stuff. Everything else I bought, this was in the first bundle, so let's start off. Boxed Sega Light Phaser for the Master System. And a boxed complete Master System 2 Alex Kidd built in. That was £20 for the 2, so I don't think that's a bad price at all. Then when we went back to the store to collect that and said Master System and PlayStation 1 games, I've just sold you. He got this other item on the table that I said I'd have, and then he said, look lad, you've spent a load with me. Anything you want to buy, £1, except for the last item I'll show you. So at that, I started hoovering up some titles that I didn't want to pay £3 for, but I'll pay £1 for. So NBA 2K on the Dreamcast, £1. These are all box complete. Ridge Racer Revolution. See, Stu, you know how much I've paid for this now. Because I'm trading this for Looty. Because he's major anal. He's got the platinum one, so I'm just going to swap it. Because I'm not bothered, because I want to play the game. Stu wants it so it looks pretty in his pattern. Alien Trilogy, £1. Metal Gear Solid Sons of Liberty, £1. That's probably not much more than what it's worth, to be honest. Less than what it's worth, but... Gungrave, I'd not seen this game before. Looking at it on the back, I can't really tell what it is, but I haven't seen it, so £1. And this I thought was odd. I've not seen one before. I've only ever seen the sleeve version, but Liam says he's seen them before. Demo 1 in a case. It's got all the gubbins in. You know, I might send off every month. You could win, so I might win something because I bet no one's entered the competition this month. And the disc there. So yeah, demo 1, that was £1. And he got this thing sat on his table and he wanted 20 quid for it. And I said, can I be mega cheeky because we bought a load off here, would you take 10 on it? And he goes, yeah, he said, I'll take 10 on it. He said, you spend a load with me today. So anyway, this is the piece de la resistance. For £10 I picked up a Pip-Boy. I've got the game in there, I've already got the game, but the Pip-Boy's in there, stands in there. I've got an old mobile phone I'm going to set up in there. So yeah, £10 for a Pip-Boy. I've not yet checked how much they go for on eBay, but that's not going anywhere, that's going on my shelf behind me, because I wanted one at release, but I didn't get one. So yeah, that was my haul the weekend. It's been posted on various Facebook sites, so anyone who's seen it, this is a bit of, you've already seen it, spoiler alert. I have been getting some stick and Liam as saying, one, how we pack the boot, because basically when I go to the boot I take my own rucksack, Liam has my hold all, we put everything in, go back to the car, empty it out, and then go back for some more. And everyone's going, oh, look how you've stacked your games. Oh my God, have you got no carrier bags? Basically, while I'm packing stuff into carrier bags and putting it into my boot, someone else is getting other stuff, so I just empty it into my boot. My boot was already still half full of stuff from Revival that I haven't been asked to unpack. So it didn't look neat, but it was there. You know, I've not gone and paid money for a game to then just dash it in my car. I'm not doing that. I'm placing it in my car. It's more like a game of Jenga or Tetris. It's not very neat, but the game's there. Also, other people saying BS on taking stuff to the... Oh, you haven't got that from the bits out. I have. I get there at 10 to 6. I'm not one of the people who rats about, or a lizard, whatever you want to call them. I'll walk around. If I see something, I'll buy it. I'll put the legwork in. You know, it's not my job. It's my hobby. I love the thrill of finding stuff at the boot sale. So I put the time in to try and get it. And this weekend is one of the most rewarding weekends I've had in a long time. So I thought, I'm back on the tube, I might as well share it with you all. So, that said, it's not BS. I bought it from the booter. I don't think I've paid too much for anything. Oh, I'll pick these up as well. Oh, Ducula, you wanted to Ducula, these are yours. And I got these for the Mrs. Cabbage Patch Kid, it was 50p. So literally, anything that reminds me of my childhood I buy. Also I buy random stuff like American football and a muscle roller because I've got a knot in my calf from walking around the booters probably. But yeah, so I thought I'd share that. That's probably one of the biggest hauls I've had in a long time. As I say, there was a few items from the day before, but it's 90% all from this one booter that I eat most weeks. I'll be going there again this weekend. Unfortunately, I feel sorry for Ant Harper. He went to Studley and he didn't do as good, but Ant, you only need one boot, one car at the boot to do good, as Tootie said, and this week was my lucky week for a change. So, as always guys, I hope you like my pickup videos. Thanks, I've now gone over 200 subs, I can't believe it. I've only been back, I've had 19 new subs since I've been back, so that's took me over the 200, so thanks to everyone. If you're an old viewer, thanks for sticking with me. If you're a new viewer, please like, comment and subscribe. I always have a chat down below. So, I may be back next week. I might not be back for a month. But until then, keep it easy YouTube. See you on the next one. Drop.